Today I'm at the soybean plot here at the Marion Research Facility, and in this plot I have 7 different treatments. So I have sonic and metribuzin, 5 ounces each, 5 ounces of equivalent dry metribuzin. Then I have Kyber-Pro at a pint and a half. Then I have Sonic Boom at 16, sulfentrazone and metribuzin at the equivalent rates of a 16-ounce rate of Sonic Boom, and then again Sonic Boom at 26 ounces with again the equivalent rates of sulfentrazone and metribuzin equivalent to the 26-ounce rate of Sonic Boom. So if you look down this row of flags here, I have my treatments flagged out, and this is previously a research plot, so the weed pressure out here is quite variable. This is about a 15-acre plot that is planted just with 30-inch row soybeans, and this is just a rotation for more research next year. So I decided to do some herbicide work in here, and as you can see down these flags, there's quite a few, kind of a clump of weeds there where I shut the boom off, but you can see it is somewhat weedy too in the areas where I had the boom on, and that is because I did not have any glyphosate or 2,4-D in the tank. So you can see that while where the boom is off, some of those weeds are very large. These pre-merge or soil applied products that typically control weed emergence, while they might ding some of the weeds that are already emerged and maybe slow them down a little bit, maybe not quite as many weeds out there, but you certainly do need something in the tank, especially in a no-till environment like this, to get the weeds that are emerged. So I just wanted to kind of demonstrate that in this situation. Had we used some 2,4-D and glyphosate to clean up some of the grasses and broadleaves that were here when we planted, which was on Tuesday, May 13th. So it was far enough along in the season where we had some good weed pressure the day we planted and sprayed. We did that all on the same day. We should have had glyphosate and or 2,4-D in the tank as a burn down. So, but we did not, just to demonstrate that. This is the middle row of flags at this plot. And it's not as evident here, but you can see some bigger plants along this row of flags where I had the boom turned off relative to, outside that row of flags where the boom was on. It's not quite as evident here, but you can certainly see some, a little bit more weed pressure where I had the boom off and some bigger weeds. Not as much difference here as there was on the other end of the field. This is the Weedy check. Again, at the this is the third one at the other end of the field. And you can see, especially on the far side there, a little bit more weed pressure where the boom was off again. So, but you can certainly see some bigger broadleaves that were here the day we sprayed that were emerged enough to the point where they weren't going to get dinged by these treatments. So, but certainly kind of a weedy mess where the boom was off.